There's never been a greater demand for subs, and now it's never been easier for you to apply to be a substitute teacher. I've even got this QR code right here to get you started. Being a substitute teacher is fun and rewarding. Just listen to two of my favorite substitutes tell you why.
I started subbing because I heard there was a great need for substitutes, and I wanted to be a part of the community where my kids have been educated in throughout their career here in Prince William County.
One of the things that I was looking for was a job that would help me bring the income in, but also make sure that I had the same calendar, the same schedule that my son who was in school had.
Having your children in the same building keeps you on the same schedule. Drop-offs are easier, pickups are easier, after-school activities are easier, and you get a sense of what's going on in the school building and what your child is dealing with day to day.
What I enjoy most is the flexibility that I have with Prince William County to be able to choose how often I work, where I work, the grade levels that I work. You can even choose the days. Well, sometimes even whether you're working a full day or not. If you have only a half day available, there is almost always a school that needs a sub, even just for a half day.
I would say to someone who is considering being a substitute teacher to just go for it. If they don't have any prior teaching skills, start off as a teacher assistant like I did. So I would say just do it. You don't need any prior skills. There's training available, and it's very rewarding.